Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Traditional Music Hangouts on Air, the much shortened and attention span friendly version. If you want more information on future episodes and the people who played this time around, check out the links in the description below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Enjoy!
As we're walking down London Road, I come to Body West House. He gave me a plate of American hash and he called it Liverpool Scouse. He said there's a ship swanton ends and on her you must sign. The maid's a bastard, the bosun's worse, but she will suit you fine. Take off your dungaree jacket and give yourself a rest. And we'll think on them cold nor'westers that we had in Paddy West. After I finished the plate, the boys, the wind began to blow. He sent me up to the Attic, the main royal for a stow. When I got up to the Attic, no main royal did I find. So I turned around the window and I found the window blind. Take off your dungaree jacket and give yourself a rest. And we'll think on them cold nor'westers that we had in Paddy West. Paddy piped all hands on deck, the station's for to man. His wife, she stood in the doorway with a blanket in her hand. Paddy cried, now let her rip, and she flung the water our way, saying, "Glue up your fort to Gansel's boy, she's taken in the spray." Take off your dungaree jacket and give yourself a rest, and we'll think on them cold nor'westers that we had in Paddy West. Since you're heading away to the south, my boys, to Frisco you am bound. But he called for a length of rope and he laid it on the ground. He had to step over and back again, and he says to me, "That's fine." And if ever they ask you ever at sea, you can say you've crossed the line. Take off your dungaree jacket and give yourself a rest, and we'll think on them cold nor'westers that we had in Paddy West. Now there's only one thing left that you must do before you sail away. Walk around the table where the bullock's horn does lay. If ever they ask, you ever at sea, you can say 10 times round the horn. And then Jesus and you's an old sailor man's the day that you was born. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk walk up looking your best and tell them that you're an old sailor man that's come from Paris West. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best and tell them that you're an old sailor man that's come from Paris West.
Is somewhere between an octave mandolin and a mandola.
Oh, yeah, that is only 4 course. All right.
Yeah, this one's only 4 course. The one I was playing before was a 5 course.
Okay.
This one somebody received for free. They were at a massive session, and they broke a string on their octave mandolin, and somebody from behind them handed this to them at the session. And he sat there and he played it the rest of the night and turned around to give it back to whoever
And
it
the person was gone.
He never saw his face. He just, yeah. And he decided he didn't like it because it sounded too much like a guitar, and so he gave it to me at one point in exchange for a low D whistle. I'm like, sure, I don't play whistle, I do play mandolin, so sure.
Nice.
I got Tibby.
Yes.
Hey!
Hello, cat.
He's a big cat.
Yeah.
Very big guy.
Okay. Hornpipes.
Hornpipes. Ooh, you know what? I don't play hornpipes often enough.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
my fist. So I knocked the jailer down and bid on farewell to the tight-fisted town. Oh, shouting, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now some men like drinking, some men like the courting, and some men like to hear the cannonballs are rolling. But me, I like sleeping, especially in Jenny's chambers. But here I am in prison, with my ball and chain, yeah, I'm shouting, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh, shouting, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
What? Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the O'Flaherty Irish Music Retreat?
No.
No.
It's a massive retreat that they hold about 45 minutes south of where I live.
Which is
and
where?
I swear I'm not a... I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I swear I'm not
Yeah.
paid to advertise for them or
I was
anything,
gonna
but I will say that the 4 years that I've been going there have made more of a difference in my musicianship than the 20 some odd years leading up to it.
I'm in California. We
there are
don't
folks.
we don't usually like notice things that are east of us.
Yeah. There are folks that fly in from Ireland and Scotland to take classes, not just to
Yeah.
teach.
That's cool.
We had one gent, not this past year, but the year before, that flew in from Sydney or Perth. I don't recall which. But this past year, they had a gentleman who was teaching the Baron class. Martin de...
Oh, yeah.
Kogan,
Yes.
Last name, I'm going to screw
Yes, you're screwing it up, but I know who you're talking about.
De Kogan, something like that. But he led a Kaylee one night, and so I've got a couple of pictures somewhere of this room full of people. 99% of them were musicians. I think there were 5 of us there that danced with interest. There's several folks that had danced before. There were 5 of us there who, when he said, "And this is how you travel forward," all of us went, "Oh, like this." But the best part of the evening, to touch on what you said, Ron, about the you know the gents part.
Yeah.
The final dance of the evening, he called for everybody to get back out on the floor, and he he actually had to say, ladies, there are two gents here that need partners. Like real live gents that need partners. Will somebody come dance with these gents? I never have to ask for ladies to come dance. Somebody please come dance.
That was, yeah, actually, so that was my introduction to set dancing, and I've been set dancing ever since. I left New Orleans, I'd moved back to Connecticut, continued dancing there. It was actually set dancing in Connecticut is where I met my wife. We then, after having 2 kids, moved to St. Louis a few years ago. When I got to St. Louis, nobody was teaching set dancing, and nobody was doing it, and so I started teaching it at the folk school in St. Louis. And I had the one problem where I always had more men than women. The worst of it was one night I had 6 men and 2 women, and one of the women had a bad knee and wasn't dancing. Wow. And just everybody was in awe of because most of the people that were coming were also contra dancers, and they're all like, I've never seen somebody have this much of a problem of too many men showing up. Yeah.
My dad had a cowboy band, not country, more trail drive, whoopie-tie-io, get along little, etc. And around when I was 16, I picked up a guitar and started playing with them. And we never actually got to perform this particular song on stage. It's one by a group called the Sons of the San Joaquin, and it was really important to both me and my dad because it was kind of why we liked cowboy music. It was why we got into that culture to begin with. It's called Can't Be Seen from the Road. Is that coming through? Is the guitar good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
South on the freeway, I'm driving along, watching the country roll by. You can't see nothing but sagebrush and cattle, an occasional cloud in the sky. From the Remington pictures to the Hollywood flicks, it seems like the scenery don't change. And you can't see a soul by the way that it looks. There's nobody home on the range. Ain't there nobody home on the range? Whatever happened to our hero on horseback, his big hat and boots, and still live in the cold? Well, I'm here to tell you that he's still out there riding. He just can't be seen from the road. He just can't be seen from the road. Out where the coyote and buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. Sitting astride of a good roping horse, the cowboy's still spending his day. Keeping his eye on the cattle that graze on the grama grass over the plain. And as long as there's cows and stars in their eyes, the cowboy will ever remain. But there's nobody home on the range. Whatever happened to a hero on horseback, his big hat and boots, and still live in the cold? Well, I'm here to tell you he's still out there riding. He just can't be seen from the road. He just can't be seen from the road.